what's up? Still in restricted performance. Do one of those glamorous Instagram shots, except this is what you need to take a Jag to go buy a Jag. A little mini jumper, because who knows? Tire pressure monitor, and your Jag keys. Nothing can really go wrong here this morning. The guy's gonna drive it a little bit down from where he lives. We're gonna meet him halfway. I'm gonna take the Snowcat to meet him. And oh yeah, check out my new lights. All the check engine lights are back on. Woo! I wanted to start. This is not gonna be that bad of a day. So I came to the shop to meet Mike before we head out, and there's a looks like 2004, 2005 next generation XJ8 up here as well, not an L. And man, they still capture, you know, that classic Jag design, but it's just a little more bloated. You know, everything's right, but everything's wrong at the same time. If you look at this car in the right or wrong light, it almost could look like an X-Type, which would be pretty unfortunate. You know, this might not be the best color for it. You know, in black or dark green, they look a little bit better. They're pretty sweet with the supercharger. I think it's a supercharged 4.2 that they put in here, but it just doesn't do it for me. You know, it screams Ford, screams, you know, kind of X-Type-ish, you know, console there, and yeah, not my thing. But next to it looks like a 2014 or 15 3-liter XJ8L. So this is like the other one that we had, except it's the long wheelbase. And you know, I still think it's a handsome car. You know, it's as far as where Jag was going with their design, you know, it definitely works. The front is definitely more handsome than the back, but you know, it's preference. You know, and just to offset a little bit, we got an old XJ6, probably an early 90s. I don't know the exact year. This one's in pretty rough condition, but you know, this was an awkward transition between the late 80s, early 90s, between the going away from and then back to the 4-light front end. You know, they had the full, you know, one-piece glass lenses, and then they went to the double, and then back to the full, and then to the double again. It was kind of awkward all over the place, but this one's pretty rough. I don't really have a whole lot of love for these, honestly. They just look like a nightmare. Any Jag with inboard rear brakes and dual tanks, I don't want to mess with. I've seen what they look like on the lift and what has to be done to do just simple maintenance on it, and it's more than you can afford, pal. All right, no road trip is complete without the obligatory can of seafoam, because that's what's going to fix the car. Yeah. Yeah. So we kind of look like criminals out here in a Jag with a pocket full of money. Just doing Jag things. Oh man. So yeah, owner's on his way. His ride just showed up, so hopefully the car will show up, which would be great to know that it actually made it this far, seeing how it has been driven in a while.
We're in AAA range now.
Yeah, he wanted to meet us at a Chick-fil-A, which is obviously closed on Sunday, so everything's lining up. There she is. Man, I think it looks good. Oh, it's just in general?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it slaps. All right, the only way to sign a Jag title.
This is perfect.
Oh yes.
That's funny. It's like, you probably don't remember, you're too young. There was a Lincoln commercial back, probably 30 years ago now, and they had a Cartier edition.
Yep.
Do you remember that?
Yep. I don't remember the commercial. I know the car.
They were cutting diamonds in the back of the car, saying
man,
how smooth the ride was.
obligatory. This is the only way it's gonna make it back.
Right.
Seafoam should definitely sponsor me.
Oh, 100%. They don't already.
Whew.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, this is it. I don't even get to drive it back. And it started.
Yeah, first try.
Oh yeah, this is great.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Nice. All right, we'll get some good footage of it driving, I guess.
I'm trying to get some shots of you using
Oh, I know, the tray tables. That was good. Class. This is class all around. Way better than Mercedes owners. Oh, I'm still in restricted performance. Oh, I forgot to. All right,
There
now
it
I
is.
got it.
There it is.
I
Almost taken
forgot. I
it
forgot.
back.
I know. I didn't clear it. All right, do a little drive-by on it. Man, that thing looks so good.
That really does look gnarly.
Check the undercarriage, make sure something's not wobbling around.
Right.
That rear tire looks like it needs a little bit of
A little bit of balance.
a little bit of balance.
Look at those wheels. Holy smokes,
Oh,
dude. Yeah, she about to go.
woo! Oh, I'm still in restricted performance. This is the one and only Outback Harley Davidson owner, Massachusetts. I think that about sums it up.
There it is.
There it is. Saw it here first, kids. All right, halfway there. Mike drove it. He said it drives great. Definitely need to do something with some wheel balancing and tires. But man, this thing looks so good. There's Mike Collins' W124 wagon. But over here, as we were pulling in, there's definitely an early gen P38 I'm gonna go check out. And it has a lot of oil under it. Oh yeah. Well, probably a little spray paint, wheel job. Looks like it's been repainted, but look at all this. This guy definitely parks here every single day. And man, there's paint everywhere. But it's a good looking truck. I always like the early models, honestly. Problem is the interior, besides the leather, doesn't really age very well. But good looking truck. All right, so made it back, no real issues. Here's a full walk around of the car. I know it's kind of been a little awkward for the past couple of videos without getting the full, picture of it and everything, but it's in really good condition. The paint's great. It's not all scratched up or anything. There's maybe one or two tiny door dings. Interior is also in really great condition. Back seat looks like it's never really been sat in. But, even though these were designed for this, most of the time that's the case. I got to put that third brake light up. But yeah, it's all there. Even's got the fuzzy floor mats. Tray tables work, as you saw from the signing. Door cards are in good condition. Seats not in bad condition. It's not ripped or anything. It's just a little bit worn. Some of that can kind of come out a little bit. There's the mileage, 79,000 miles. Everything else is in there. All the books and the original documentation. Don't have a whole lot of service records on the car, but we're gonna get it up in the air and kind of go through everything and make sure it's on the up and up. Door's a little dirty, but again, the door card's not ripped or anything like that. Paint's in good condition. Undercarriage also looks very good. It's a Maryland car. So we're kind of a little bit worried there might be some spotting here and there, but no, it's all checking out so far. Mike said it drove great on the ride back. I want to do another video eventually after I clean it up and we get the tires sorted and whatnot as a full impression, but that's it for now. Stay track. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more for this Jag. It's a pretty rare car. This one's we're definitely going to fix up and sell probably on one of the cars and bids or one of the local auction sites. It's just that type of car, and hopefully be able to do it justice.